The most dangerous AI tool ever built to protect the internet just got hacked.
Bloomberg News reporting a small group of unauthorized users have accessed Anthropic's PBC's new Mythos AI model.
Anthropic spent months carefully constructing the narrative around Mythos. This was the AI too powerful for the public. The cybersecurity weapon so dangerous, they locked it away from the world. Governments were alarmed. Bankers were summoned. British politicians wrote urgent letters. The message was clear. Mythos was different. Mythos was serious. Mythos was under control. And then, within hours of the announcement, a group of strangers on the internet walked right through the front door. Here's what actually happened. Anthropic didn't release Mythos to the general public. Instead, they quietly gave access to a small, hand-picked group of trusted vendors, major companies, including Apple, as part of a confidential initiative called Project Glasswing. The idea was simple. Keep the most powerful cybersecurity AI ever built out of the wrong hands by only sharing it with the right ones. But here's where the story takes a turn nobody saw coming.
Somewhere inside that trusted circle was a contractor, a regular person, working for a third-party company that worked for Anthropic. And somehow, through that single thread, a group of strangers on a Discord server, people who hunt for unreleased AI models as a hobby, found their way in. Bloomberg broke the story. The group had been using Mythos regularly. They had screenshots. They gave Bloomberg a live demonstration. And the method they used to get in, they made an educated guess about where the model was hosted online, based on patterns they'd noticed from Anthropic's other products. No sophisticated cyber attack, no nation-state operation, just pattern recognition and a contractor with access. Now, pause here, because this is the part that matters most. Anthropic built Mythos specifically because they were afraid of what would happen if the wrong people got hold of a tool this powerful. They said it could be weaponized, turned from a shield into a sword against the very companies it was meant to protect. That fear was the entire justification for the limited release. That fear was the story. And then the thing they feared happened, before the ink was even dry on the announcement. Anthropic says they're investigating. They say there's no evidence their core systems were compromised. And crucially, the group that got in claims they weren't trying to cause harm. They're enthusiasts, curious explorers of unreleased AI.
But here's the question that should keep every enterprise security professional up at night. If a Discord group of AI hobbyists could get into Mythos on day one, who else got in and didn't tell Bloomberg? Because that's the thing about unauthorized access. The people you hear about are the ones who wanted to be found. The ones you never hear about are the ones who didn't. And this breach, if that's what it truly is, cuts right to the heart of everything Anthropic has been building its reputation on. This is the company that positioned itself as the responsible one, the careful one, the one that understood the weight of what it was creating better than anyone else in Silicon Valley. They didn't just build safety guardrails, they made safety their entire identity. But safety as an identity and safety as an operational reality are two very different things. And right now, the gap between those two things is visible to the entire world. There's a deeper irony here that's almost impossible to ignore. Mythos was announced as a tool to find vulnerabilities in other people's systems, to discover the hidden cracks before the bad guys do. And within the same 24 hours, Mythos itself became the vulnerability. The hunter became the hunted.
For Anthropic, the timing couldn't be worse. The company is in the middle of the most important period in its history, racing toward a valuation that could reach $800 billion, competing with OpenAI for enterprise dominance, and staking everything on the idea that it can be trusted with technology that others can't. Trust is not just their brand, it is their entire business model. And trust, once cracked, is the hardest thing in the world to repair. So here's what to watch. How Anthropic responds to this in the coming days will tell us everything. Do they quietly patch the hole and move on? Do they pull Mythos entirely? Do they double down on Project Glasswing and pretend this never happened? Or does this become the moment where the gap between Anthropic's story and Anthropic's reality finally becomes too wide to ignore? Because somewhere out there, the people who invest billions in AI safety are asking a very simple question tonight. If you couldn't protect your own most sensitive tool on day one, what exactly are we paying for? The answer to that question may define the next chapter of the AI race entirely.
This is AI Pulse, where no secret stays hidden for long. If this story shocked you, wait until you see what's coming next. Subscribe, because in the AI race, the real leaks are just getting started.